Gen Z isn't lazy, and Gen Z is definitely not stupid. And our attention span didn't just vanish overnight. What actually happened is simpler and more uncomfortable. We learned a different operating system, rules that were never written down, rules you don't hear in school, rules you only understand if you grew up online, watching the algorithm decide who wins and who disappears. If you don't get these rules, you fail loudly. You just get ignored. And in this generation, being ignored is worse than being wrong. Rule number one: attention is the primary currency. Adults think money rules the world. For Gen Z, money comes after attention. Attention decides who gets paid, who gets opportunities, who gets influence, who gets copied. We grew up watching people our age turn views into income, shorts into real money, clips into careers. So we internalize something early. If nobody looks at what you're doing, it doesn't matter how good it is. That's why hooks matter more than resumes. That's why the first 3 seconds decide everything. This isn't narcissism, it's pattern recognition. In a world with infinite content, attention is the gatekeep to all value. Rule number two: everything must be worth the time. Gen Z doesn't ask, is this impressive? We ask, is it efficient? We grew up with unlimited options, unlimited tutorials, unlimited ways to do the same thing faster. So wasting time feels unforgivable. That's why Gen Z optimizes everything: Minecraft farms, upload, side hustles, learning paths. It's not an obsession, it's defense. Time is the only thing we feel constantly losing, and we refuse to spend it blindly. Rule number three: authenticity beats polish. Previous generations were taught to look professional. Gen Z learned to look real. Over polished videos feel distant. Perfect branding feels corporate. Scripted personalities feel fake. We trust people who show the process, who mess up, who think out loud. That's why raw clips outperform studio productions. That's why opinions beat neutrality. Perfection feels manufactured. Authenticity, oh my god, I cannot talk. Authenticity feels human. And humans are what Gen Z still trusts. Gen Z doesn't learn top down. We learn through feedback loops, from algorithms, comments, creators who already tested it. We don't ask who said this. We ask, did it work? Results matter more than titles. Proof matters more than credentials. The algorithm doesn't care who you really are. It only rewards what holds attention. So Gen Z studies outcomes and not opinions. Rule number five: speed matters more than permission. Gen Z doesn't want to be ready because waiting means falling behind. We post before confidence. We learn in public. We adjust in real time. Mistakes aren't permanent. Inaction is. Momentum beats perfection. The people winning didn't ask for approval. They pressed upload. They tried and they adapted. Why Gen Z feels different? Gen Z didn't reject hard work. We rejected wasted effort. We didn't lose focus. We just learned how to filter them. Different rules, different environment, same human drive to win. If this felt obvious to you, you've already been living by these rules. If this video puts words into something you've been feeling, that's what this channel's for. No recycled takes, no fake motivation. Just breaking down how this generation actually works. If you're Gen Z or trying to understand Gen Z, hit subscribe. More deep dives, more explanations, no fluff, that will come soon. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one.